Hello and welcome to NewtyGuitars. This is the first YouTube video that I've ever done and the first for this channel. My name's Dan. On this channel and through these videos, just going to be talking a little bit about the gear that I'm using, my experiences of it, because all of this I bought myself, had for a few years. So just talking about pros and cons, benefits, and what my experience. This is just kind of like playing at home, but also with my band Asherah, who we'll probably talk about a little bit on this channel, play some riffs, and thank you for watching this. It means a lot, and we'll just kind of see where this journey takes us. Very strange talking to a camera when there's no one here, but then if you're watching this, I'll be talking to you. It's a very weird situation. But first of all, I just want to talk about my latest guitar that I've had. This is a Jackson Pro Series Jeff Loomis SL7. Beautiful guitar, weighs an absolute ton, which is surprising because it's a basswood body. Yeah, buckle rash on there, but not particularly pressed about my guitars, and this has still got the plastic on actually, even though I've had it for a year. So basswood body, an ash top. The USA model I think is all ash, so that's probably going to be even heavier. Soon as you see more Duncan active blackouts, one volume, 3-way selector, Floyd Rose 1500. This is something that you can only get on guitars that are bought from a store. Cannot buy these separately, although I do think you can get the stainless steel bits and upgrade any other Floyd Rose. I've got Dunlop strap locks on this. It's a through neck construction, so this can see a sculpted heel down there. The neck should extend all the way through here. Battery pack cavity because it is active. 24 frets. Because it is a 7-string, this is a 26.5-inch scale length, so that basically means that from here to here is a little bit longer than most 6 strings, which are normally somewhere between 24 3/4 or 25.5, depending on the brand. So that allows for much lower tuning stability. On this, my band plays in 2 tunings. We have D standard, DGC FAD, low to high, and C standard, which is C F A flat E flat G C, I think. But I wanted to explore 7-string a little bit more with that. So with this is a low A, strung up with the Dario NYXL's 11 to 64. This is quite, I tend to pick quite hard, so this kind of helps keep things a little bit more stable for me. But also you have to get used to the bends up here. You need a little bit extra to kind of get them in. Locking nut, standard Jackson own brand tuning pegs. Don't know if you can see that. But also what is cool is these are lumen lace side dots, so if you shine a light over them, they kind of glow in the dark. We don't really play on too many dark stages, but it is quite a useful thing to have. On another guitar that I'll show you, I actually painted the sides here so I can see them a little bit more easily, because when I'm doing vocals as well, I can't just look down and just kind of glance down. But yeah, it's quite a nice guitar, sits very well. And also, even though I bought this online, I got a really good finish on them. You can see here where it's satin finish is kind of worn a little bit, but I don't know if you can see the symmetry on that. That's lovely, gorgeous guitar. Super excited when I got this. No coil split either. I don't know if you can actually split actives. If anyone does care to comment, let me know. What is also really sweet about this is that the headstock has got the ash top as well, and then the Jackson logo itself isn't a decal or painted on, it's actually raised up, it's stuck on a bit of metal, which is absolutely sick. Really, really sweet guitar. 2024 model, Korean made. A lot of people go on about, oh, made in USA and like import models are rubbish, but to be honest, you can get rubbish guitars anywhere. And a lot of the stuff that's made in Korea, Japan, China is normally done for costing reasons. So it's cheaper to manufacture out there than it is to make the same model in the US. It would cost like 3 times as more because of various labor costings. But yeah, let's have a little play with this. If you're here expecting really shreddy stuff, you're in the wrong place. I'm not a shred guitarist. I do play leads for my band, but with mostly like a rhythm kind of thing. So one thing I would say about these pickups is that they are super hot. So this is the clean channel. This is basically straight from my guitar into a Black Star HT5 practice amp, which I use a lot of the time. I've also gigged it live, and it's loud for what it is. Great metal amp. I don't think they make the HT5 metal anymore. They do a HT5 Mark III, which I've not played, but I imagine it's very similar. And I don't have this up terribly loud, but so I can hear there that actually it's biting a little bit. It's almost going into overdrive. So I find I need to roll back the volume a little bit to get the tone on there. This is on the bridge pickup, by the way, which is what I tend to use for either leads or clean. But yeah, so. Probably should have tuned up before doing this video. I'm recording now, so never mind. Middle position, so this is both. Let's play that riff again. And this is the bridge position. It's a little bit hollower, a little bit more treble on there. You can get some. So if you're just picking, it sounds quite nice, but if you've got it on full volume, which I have at the moment, see how it's got that, it's kind of pushing the amp a little bit more. The volume itself is only on probably about 2 or 3 on this. It's about the 8 o'clock position, so you can see how loud this thing actually is. You can hear the hiss there. I haven't got a noise gate on this, just plugging straight into the amp. So if we do some lead tones now, so I play in a black metal band. This guitar, really being a Jeff Loomis signature, is for kind of like quite technical playing, which I'm not really able to do. Should be really. I've been playing like 25 years, but it's just not something that's really kind of interested me as much as like songwriting. So with this one, so it's got like quite a nice sound for that. But if you are into more like chuggy stuff, you've got so it's got quite a nice chunk to it. This is the middle position. You wouldn't normally do rhythms on this, but and the neck. But normally I would use that for leads. So just take the solo from one of our older songs. Then I switch to the neck pick after that. So. Been a while since I played that. Yeah, so it's really nice guitar, great to play. I do need to change the strings on this actually a little bit. Couple of things that I did have when I got this, and also needed this done on a couple of other guitars, is the toggle switch. I probably just need to be more kind to them, but what I found switching between these was that actually it wouldn't select properly, so had to push the pins in together inside this just to get it working a little bit better. But actually it needed redoing, so a guitar shop local to me in Kent, the Guitar Tech in Maidstone, if you're ever watching this, shout out, they replaced it for me. What I also tend to do on Floyd Roses, I don't really tend to use it a lot, so I tend to put in the high tension noiser springs, the red ones, put 3 or 4 of them in the back, and then counteract that with the putting it back here just to kind of keep stability. But it does still a little bit, but you have to like really push it down. A lot of my others are actually blocked off with a tremolo because I don't really use them that much, and I find that the way I play the arm here tends to get in the way a little bit. Other than that, it is quite a heavy guitar, so I use quite a thick strap for it, just to kind of help keep it comfortable so it's not digging in. We only really play like 30-40 minute sets anyway, so it's not like a 2-hour show, but yeah, it's just something to be aware of. It is like one of my heavier guitars. Don't know how much it weighs off the top of my head, but yeah, other than that, really nice instrument. These are super hot, so but you could always change them out for the standard blackouts, which are a little bit less loud, or you can switch over to a passive, but it would mean you'd have to change the volume. I think the potentiometer needs to be different. I don't know enough about that, but yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Like everyone, like and subscribe. Any comments, hit me up down below. Any questions. But yeah, I've had this guitar probably a better part of a year now, recorded a new album with it and played it with 3 gigs. Absolutely brilliant. Tuning stability is great. Just need to be mindful of the selector switch. I've had a couple of others changed out on other guitars as well, and I don't know if it's just because of the design of them or whether it's just me playing too hard and just like really hitting them. Perhaps I just need to be kinder to my guitars. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.